Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian YouTuber based, oh my god, flies have started. I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. Thank you very much for clicking on this link. So if this is your first time seeing my face, you are welcome. Please do click on that subscribe button. In this family we have a lot of interesting things going on, so you just want to join us. Okay, so on this channel I do a lot of homemaking. I talk about parenting, I do recipes, I cook, I do lifestyle vlogs about my life with my kids, with my family. I do restaurant reviews. I do a lot on this channel, so I want to believe you would find at least one thing you're interested in on this channel. So without talking too much, let me go straight into the video. So if you hear a little noise, just bear with me, please. Okay, so going straight into our video today, as you can see from the title, I am going to be giving you tips on how to pick a perfect school for your kids. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Douala because that is where I am, and because of the crisis, a lot of families are moving from different parts of the northwest and southwest region to come to Cameroon. So I'll be telling you what to look out for when you're going to look for a school. Don't just go and you're like, oh, the building looks nice, bam, I'm going to send my kid here, or it's affordable, oh, I send my kid. Or you're just like, oh, this school is affordable, I don't have money, boom, you send your kids. There are a lot of things that you have to look at before you pick a school for your kids. So this video is here to help you. So if you're interested in something like this, keep watching. So I want to begin by telling you what is important for me, because I would like to say, before you even want to pick a school, you have to look at what matters to you as a person. Like, what do you want your child's school to be like? That's the first thing before looking at the other tips I will be giving. So the first thing for me is that I want a school that is clean. I want a school that is neat. There are some schools that I'm just like, I don't think my kid can go to this school. It's not clean. You go to the toilets are dirty, the child can fall sick and things like that. I don't want that kind of environment. So the first thing I look at when I'm looking at a school is, okay, this school should be somewhere that is clean. I don't want my child going somewhere and he's saying, oh, I'm going to learn, and finally ends up getting sick or something. So that's the first thing for me. The second thing is that I want to see the curriculum. Like, okay, what teaching method do they use? How are the results? Are kids passing well? Do kids understand well? Do they break things down perfectly for the slowest child to understand? That's the second thing I look at. And then the third thing, obviously, is a playground. I want a big playground. I don't want any of those schools that has a tiny playground where the kids cannot play and feel comfortable. And then the last but not the least thing that I look at is, how far is that place from my school? How will I manage taking the kids from school and dropping the kids off? That is those are the four things I look at when I'm looking for school. But in a general perspective, these are the things I would like to tell you to look at when you're looking for a school. The first one would be that don't just hearsay. Because see guys, when I was looking for a school, I heard of all kinds of things. Take your legs, go there and do your research. I looked at like 3 schools when I was looking for school for Caden, and I finally fell in love with the school I fell in love with. So all these 3 schools are not far from my house. The first one I went to is the furthest from my house. It's kind of by the road. So I was like, okay, a lot of people have said good things about this school, but it's by the road. And then it means you can't even walk there. You have to take a taxi or a bike to go there and pick him up. So I was just like, I don't think this is a proper fit for me. Okay, the curriculum is good as I hear and all that, but I don't think it's a good fit. The next one was a school not too far from my house, just like 2 minutes from my house. But the thing with that one is that I did not like how neat it was. It wasn't as neat as I would want it to be. So I was just like, no. But the second I saw Caden School, the school we finally went to, when I went there and they gave me a tour, I was first of all happy that they received me very well. They were very polite. They let me do like a tour. I went to the bath, I went to the library, I visited a class, you understand? So I was like, okay, this place is it's making a little sense. So I think I'm comfortable here. So I went further to start asking questions, and that's how I made my choice. So the next thing you want to look at, there's something in Douala. I don't know whether this is in the north and southwest regions, but in Douala there are bilingual schools. When I say bilingual, it doesn't mean that there are people who study French and people who study English. In Douala there are bilingual schools in that from nursery school, they teach the child English and French. They teach them maths in English, maths in French, numbers in English, numbers in French. They teach you everything in English and in French, okay? And then you learn like that till you get to, I think, class 3 or class 4, and then you decide whether you want to do the French education or you want to do the English education. That is something that you should know when you're looking for schools, because some people get embarrassed. They just pay for school fees, go put their kids in the school without finding out about that. You want to find out if the school that your child is in does bilingual studies. If they do, it is your choice for you to decide whether you want that or not. There are some parents that I've met that really do not want that. They're like, it's stressing the kid out, the child fails and things like that. So you want to ensure that you find out if this school is a bilingual school where they teach in that way that I'm telling you. Okay, so if you are not interested in that kind of school, there are some schools that you will not be able to send your kid to, because it's like that's the system there. But if you are open to that, okay, you can now go to those schools. And for me, I'm one of those people that was completely open to that, because I feel like it has helped. Like, even Myra speaks French. Myra will say tombe, because when you go to those schools, there are a lot of francophones there, because francophones are trying to teach their kids English. So there are a lot of francophones. So in Monique's class, there are like 24 of them, and in that 24 there are just like 7 English speaking and the rest are francophones. So you see that most of the children will be speaking in French, and that is how she gets to learn French. I like it. Like, my kids are adapting very well. It's true that Caden does really well in the English section, like he'll have like 18, 19 average, but he's struggling in the French section, who'll have like 15, 16 average. But I understand, because I'm like, he's doing really well. If he can have 15 to 16 average in French, which is not his main language, it means he's doing a good job. So you want to find out if you want to put your kid in a bilingual school, or you want to put them in just an Anglo-Saxon school. The next thing I'll tell you to do is talk with people. Okay, I learned, like, I did not have good results talking to people, because people were talking based on emotions. Some people will tell you that no, this school is better because they want you to come with your child to the school that they are in. And people were not just being like, they were not telling me things in relation to curriculum and cleanliness and what really mattered to me. They were just like, no. Somebody would just tell you, like, the school fees. I can remember before even going to my kids' school, somebody told me that the school fees in that school is 600,000. People, that school, they don't even teach there. It's because people will just be seeing ACs, because when you're driving towards the school, you see ACs outside. So a lot of people just have the impression that people who send their schools, their children there, send them because of that infrastructure and that AC. But I'm like, AC, no AC, that's not my problem. I want to know how they teach. And I wanted, another thing that was important for me was that I wanted a small class. I wanted a school that they don't have more than 25 people in their classes. And I saw that in this school, they don't have more than 25 people. So I was like, okay, because I know that when the kids are few in the class, the teacher knows each and every one of them. The teacher can concentrate. The teacher knows everybody's flaws. So that's one thing I like, because when I go to Caden's class, for example, the teacher will tell me like, okay, this is his problem. She can identify, because in their school they don't have more than 25 children in one class. If the class gets to 25, they divide it. They create a BE class. That's something that I really like, and that's not something I saw in the other schools, because I would see classes that had like 50 children and all that. So you want to talk to people, but talk to people whom you know they will be talking to you, not based on emotions, not based on their preferences, but on what they see, like the curriculum and things like that, because that is what is important to you at that point. Like I said, what is personal for me, this is also something that is important. The distance from home. Are you a working mom? Are you a stay-at-home mom? How far is the school from you? There was also another school that I was considering sending my kids to, but it is pretty far. And so I was like, okay, how does it work? And how does this work? How will I be dropping him off? How will I be picking him and all that? So you want to consider the distance. I will mostly advise you, especially if you're working on a budget, to look for something close to you. Not to say that you should just dump your child in any school close to you because it's close to you and it's easier. No, but I'll prefer that you put your kids in a school close to you, like 10-minute walk. My kids' school is a 10-minute walk away from me. On the days I'm completely broke and I have no choice, I could always stroll and get him and stroll and come back, because honestly, I'm not all about trekking to go and get my kids and come back. That's something like I don't just like doing it. Okay, so you want to consider the distance, and then the next thing is the bus service. You want to find out how is the bus service if you're interested in the bus. But I'm one of those people that I've always said it, I don't like bus service, especially if your kids house is a little far from the school. They'll be coming at 6 a.m. to pick your kid, they'll be dropping your kid at 4 p.m. Your child will be constantly tired. I don't like the bus, like I don't like the bus service, school bus service. But if you see like that's the only option you have, you want to find out the amount they pay for the bus service. Is it reasonable? Is how clean are the buses? How are the buses functioning well? When will they pick up your kid? When will they drop them? And all that. Those are the kind of things that you want to ask, so that you know if it's something you would like to go with or you won't. And then last but not least, for me, this one is really important. With the number of kidnappings, with the number of all these crazy things going on, you want to ensure to see that the school you're picking is very secure. See guys, these days you cannot guarantee security for your kids' school. Like, there is no guarantee. Crazy things are happening. So you want to ask them, what are your security measures? Can anybody just walk into your school and collect my child? So you want to see if there are those schools that have badges. Like my kids' school, they have badges. You cannot enter without the badge. And then most at times the security guy already knows almost everybody that comes to pick up. So when they see somebody strange lingering around, they don't even let you in. So you have to have this there's this card. If your child is not going by bus, you have this card. It's a pickup card that they make you pay for every year, so that anybody who is going to take your child comes with it. Things are happening. You could still have a disgruntled nanny who has been coming there every day, right? And something happens and the nanny wants to come and kidnap your child. She will be coming, but she will not come with the badge. Okay, so you want to ensure you ask them, what are the security measures? Do people just bounce into this school? What do you people do? And find out if you are comfortable with all the security measures they have. Then you can go ahead. And then also you want to check teachers. So because there are some schools you know, with this joblessness, some people just jump in and they just start teaching, not because it's what they wanted to do, but because they want money. So you want to find out about their teachers' qualifications. Are these qualified teachers, or they are just random people from the neighborhood that you just picked and you brought to come and teach because you can pay them peanuts? So yeah guys, if you're looking for a school in Douala, these are my tips. I hope these tips helped you. If you have any questions, if you have any more questions, ask me in the comment section and I am going to answer. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I am going to see you on my next one. Love you. Bye. Mwah.